WrestleMania. A co-branded pay-per-view on.
A lot of wrestlers have a hard time getting pay-per-view time on separate branded shows to begin with. How the hell does WWE plan to get enough faces to fit monthly co-branded pay-per-view events? Also, this makes the brand split completely pointless now. This entire match's story is nothing more than the dream match, with little to no build-up to it whatsoever. The only time this story got interesting was when this match ended. That is just the sad truth of this. Also, the definition of dream is unrealistic fantasy, or something that has never happened before. Newsflash, while this is the first time in WWE that AJ Styles and Shinsuke Nakamura faced off one-on-one, it's not the first time they've ever faced off. So the term dream match is unnecessary as it's happened once before.
This entire promo package is just a look at the careers of AJ and Shinsuke rather than the actual looks of their storyline.
Watching Nita Strauss perform an awesome guitar solo along with Shinsuke Nakamura's entrance theme was one of the coolest entrances of the night. Hell, let's remove 4 sins for this entrance itself, with the multiple violinists and drummers. Hell, I wish I knew this was happening. I could have performed on the drums. Just like with NXT TakeOver in Toronto back in 2016, a majority of these violinists were either playing off sync or playing a completely different tune altogether instead of Shinsuke's theme. And just like before, that bugged me about tonight as well.
At WrestleMania 3...
Shut up, Corey! This entrance requires silence. Otherwise, it ruins the whole thing.
Do you think you will ever face Shinsuke Nakamura?
I'm honestly surprised the answer to that question wasn't been there, done there already.
This is the dream match!
That ultimately gets turned into a complete parody of what everyone expected. See, this is why you shouldn't raise your hopes up too much.
But that seems like 2 lifetimes ago.
2 lifetimes ago? You only live once, Corey.
Nakamura takes...
Both AJ and Shinsuke may have broken their record for most times wrestlers circled the ring instead of actually wrestling. I counted 8 times in the first 30 seconds. Shinsuke's I really wish I weren't here right now and I wish this match was booked better than it was, face.
You know, I still don't get how you're able to tell all that from one single look on a wrestler's face.
Well, I would say years of watching wrestling, but that wouldn't work. For my case, it's years of reading expressions. I had a lot of spare time in my youth.
There it is.
Even AJ Styles just lets this happen when this actually renders Shinsuke Nakamura vulnerable in battle. What in the hell just happened there?
The shin of AJ Styles
Was that supposed to be ironic, Corey?
is coming out right now.
Damn, that was quite an intense knee to the ring canvas. AJ must have a personal vendetta with the canvas. No one cares what the obvious #1 trend is.
And the largest crowd Shinsuke has ever competed in front of.
The Tokyo Dome begs to differ, Corey.
Bam! There's a drop.
Picture-perfect dropkick and a picture-perfect landing from it for AJ Styles. So let's remove 2 sins.
What is it going to take for AJ Styles?
You're acting like AJ unleashed his entire move arsenal when not even 10 minutes of the match has passed. AJ hasn't hit a phenomenal forearm, a Styles Clash, or locked in the calf crushers, so maybe those options could help him defeat Shinsuke? Your line would have made more sense if Shinsuke had survived those signature moves I just mentioned.
AJ.
Probably would have been a lot easier if you executed the move rather than take all the time in the world posing prior to the attempt, AJ.
AJ, look at...
Once again, AJ Styles hasn't learned from the numerous times this strategy of hitting the phenomenal forearm when his opponent is so close to him failed.
Christian, you gotta do what you gotta do in big-time matches like this at WrestleMania. If I were you, I wouldn't sin that.
Holy shit, now we got the Cultaholics involved? What is this, wrestling YouTuber Avengers?
How precarious that spot is.
Before going for a powerbomb, AJ actually considered hitting a low blow on Shinsuke right there. Quite the foreshadowing, am I right?
I'm surprised Shinsuke hasn't done what Brock Lesnar did in this situation. Simply reach behind you and start whacking AJ's head off the canvas. That'll make him release the calf crusher. Problem solved.
AJ Styles refusing to let go of the calf crusher.
Why the hell would he release the calf crusher when Shinsuke is not at the ropes? It's not like Shinsuke could say, "Can you please release your hold?" and AJ would say, "Sure thing." The location of AJ's head and that strain on Shinsuke's face makes this look a little awkward.
Hey, didn't Jinder get crapped on for making fun of Shinsuke's face?
Security! AJ, don't yell like that. That's basically alerting Shinsuke that you're about to attack him, giving Shinsuke a heads up and a lot of chances to counter.
No, he's going to dig a little deeper in his bag of tricks.
Whether Shinsuke countered the 450 splash or not, AJ was heading in the direction of the legs anyway. Doesn't he normally aim for the upper body like everyone else who's hit that move? Why go for the legs?
Shinsuke nearly stole the WWE Championship.
Stole? Corey, countering a move and pinning your opponent without any cheating tactics is not stealing. Now, if Shinsuke was grasping AJ's tights in the pinfall, that makes sense, but not this.
Okay.
So rather than hit AJ with another punch, Shinsuke decides to just stand there and let AJ take a shot at him. And for what?
Shinsuke grabbing AJ's ass.
King is continued relentless.
When you have nothing left, I guess there's no other option than to resort yourself to softly slapping the back of your opponent's head.
No! Wait a minute! Styles Clash!
You gotta admit, that was an awesome way AJ countered the Kinshasa into the Styles Clash to finish off Shinsuke.
Yep, I do admit that. I honestly wish the match was a little better, but I'm thankful I didn't have my hopes up too high.
Yeah, same. Let's remove 5 cents for AJ's awesome counter to finish off this awesome match.
If only AJ didn't help Shinsuke back to his feet after crushing his dreams, then his Styles wouldn't be in so much pain for the next month. How in the hell did AJ fall for that? I saw that coming the moment Shinsuke got down to one knee. AJ seriously wasn't even one bit suspicious about this possibility?
Although you should definitely remove a few cents for Shinsuke's sudden heel turn. You may have saw it coming, but a lot of us didn't.
Well, I'm not going to, but if you want to, go right ahead.
Christian, come on. 3 sins removed, right, Connor?
Also, post-match assault. AJ's I wish I just left the ring immediately upon winning instead of helping up my defeated opponent face. Previously on WrestleMania 34. Alright, I'll remove a sin because the bar's entrance was hilarious, appropriate, and, well, mostly hilarious.
To be honest with you, Corey, we already thought you'd been drinking.
I know I was drinking throughout WrestleMania. Yep, I sinned myself for drinking. To all the kids in this video, don't drink and don't do drugs. And also, how did you all get in this highly secured area?
Have to face these hands.
The way Jonathan Coachman mimicked Braun Strowman, full of cringe.
He won the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal.
Back when it was a one-time deal and felt more prestigious. Now that we get it every year, the Andre the Giant Battle Royale is honestly pointless.
There was a mass exodus of alligators when Braun Strowman arrived.
No, highly doubt that, even for jokes. You know, you didn't have to stop Braun's music just because he's about to push that card off the stage. Hell, it would probably look more badass with the music playing than it would without. And of course, I gotta place this in for property damage.
I'm not entirely sure what the requirements are for being a tag team partner.
How would you not know the requirements of being a tag team partner? Aren't you a former tag team champion yourself, Corey? Were we just supposed to forget about all that?
Broken in half like the Titanic.
Or like Snoke.
Really? You gotta make yet another Star Wars reference?
Give me a break, it's the first one of part 3. Would you rather I make a GTS reference to your career getting cut in half?
You could, but you wouldn't find it because I'm doing just fine where I'm at. So BAM!
Pfft, I could definitely kick your ass.
What'd you say?
Nothing, moving on.
The following contest is for...
I agree with Sheamus here. Why are we doing the ring introductions before Braun even announces who his partner is?
It is not one person in the locker room.
You know, it would have been 100 times better than what we actually got in this moment if either Sheamus or Cesaro suddenly turned on the other, revealing themselves to be Braun Strowman's partner. That would have definitely shocked the hell out of us all and would have been far more entertaining than what we are about to witness.
Nearly 3 minutes of Braun looking around for a tag team partner.
I'm surprised that Braun didn't consider Discount Santa Claus to be his tag team partner before immediately moving on to the next person. This entire match and the hype to who Braun's partner is already a waste of time, so at least make it hilarious and entertaining. Whoever that fan is that's following Braun.
Look at that, there's no way Jose. Even he's better option.
That's a child!
Okay, we all know in reality, Nicholas Cohn was scheduled to be Braun's tag team partner for whatever reason that I don't know of. But if we want to see this from a different perspective, why would a mother let her kid just go into the ring and potentially get hurt?
I can't believe we're witnessing this.
Michael Cole would be great at CinemaSins 2 expansion. Haha, you tripped.
Nicholas!
Give it up for Nicholas!
Why are you guys clapping? This is ridiculous.
Knock it off, Christian. Let Nicholas have his moment.
Oh my god, please tell me we're almost done here.
No, we still have another match after this.
He's saying I'm going to school as a tag team champion.
Unless, of course, he relinquishes it the next night, that is.
But he shouldn't have raised his hand.
Actually, I don't think he did raise his hand. Braun walked over, set his eyes on Nicholas, and selected him. I guess if you don't raise your hand in this scenario, you'll get chosen.
Clothesline. Oh!
Well, damn, I'm removing a sin for that awesome crossed body from Braun. For a guy his size, he continues to amaze me.
You can't tag the kid in.
That one moment when you realize the biggest standing ovation at WrestleMania is for a 10-year-old child. Hell, this got more of an ovation than Ronda Rousey's performance or AJ Styles versus Shinsuke.
Where are this kid's parents?
Well, one of them is to the left in the ring, the other is in the crowd on the right.
The referee looks scared to death.
Well, his own son is close to getting mauled by Cesaro, so I ain't surprised. I'd probably be scared to death too.
Like a lawsuit waiting to happen.
Well, that entire hype up to Nicholas getting a chance to wrestle at WrestleMania was all for nothing, just like this entire match.
Damn, dude. You really are sending the hell out this match.
Wouldn't you?
Touche.
Christian, will you please at least remove a few sins because Nicholas made history by becoming the youngest champion of any kind in WWE.
It's probably not going to help what I'm about to add in, but if you say so, here's 3 sins removed for Nicholas breaking a WWE record by doing absolutely nothing. But considering this entire hype to who Braun Strowman was going to have as a tag team partner was a complete waste of time, I'm adding in 10 sins. Because this was questioned for weeks leading into WrestleMania, it's revealed to be the son of a WWE referee, the very next day the titles are relinquished, and we still don't know why the hell this happened.
Wow, he's the biggest star in the company now.
For about 24 hours. That statement is sadly true.
I just hope this kid doesn't get first class before I do.
Too late. Are you serious right now? 2017, we returned to Orlando. 2018, we returned to New Orleans. And now next year, we're already going back to New York? That's ridiculous.
Christian, are you going to WrestleMania next year?
Yeah, we want to see you there.
You didn't go this year? Please go next year.
Christian, come on now.
Christian!
Christian, are you going to WrestleMania 35?
You're damn right I'm going.
Yay!
But not with you guys.
Aww.
Who in the hell thought this was a great idea? To have Brock Lesnar take on Roman Reigns in the main event of WrestleMania for the second time since 2015? I'm telling you, this is not going to end well.
Also, to be honest, I find this match to mainly be about the story of The Undertaker. Why do I say that? Because Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns are the only 2 wrestlers to have defeated Undertaker at WrestleMania. And this stadium is coincidentally the same place where the undefeated streak was conquered. So it's really a match to see who is the greatest WrestleMania performer out of the 2 in 24-2.
There's not gonna be because he's Vince's boy.
I'm honestly removing 3 sins because Roman's promos leading up to this main event actually made it semi-exciting by bringing a little bit of reality into the mix.
Here comes the big dog!
That catchphrase is just as annoying as Michael saying it's boss time for every entrance of Sasha Banks.
I had the opportunity to talk to Roman Reigns a little bit earlier today. And
Michael Cole had the opportunity to talk to pretty much every wrestler prior to the show, cliche.
Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar.
Brock Lesnar.
The Beast comes marching in.
Personally, I would have preferred the term "here comes the pain," but even if Michael said it, it wouldn't sound cool.
He has the 3rd longest title reign of the last 30 years.
Actually, there's John Cena and CM Punk's separate WWE title reigns, New Day's tag team title reign, and Asuka's NXT women's title reign, all before Brock's Universal title reign. That's not exactly 3rd. Also, I'd be impressed with how long Brock Lesnar's been Universal Champion if he defended it more than 4 times in 1 year while lazing out on his couch for 98% of said title reign. At least all the other names I mentioned actually give a shit about what they do.
As usual, Paul Heyman is a dick to ring announcers. Surprised after all these years of introducing Brock Lesnar himself, he doesn't have his own microphone.
Out of the corner to my right!
Well, there's not even a corner to your left, so not that many directions to look at for corners.
Superdome, New Orleans. And
they never learn. Such a pity.
Smash. We are seconds.
Why?
A pinfall or submission. Oh, Lesnar now.
Really? Honestly, what was the point of throwing Brock back into the ring if Roman was just going to toss him out of it again? The moment fans start chanting for CM Punk is the moment you know they're not into this match. Then again, why would they be? We've seen this match in WrestleMania's main event already.
And now
Hell of a suplex fail right there.
Be pretty. Another German suplex.
I'm almost fast asleep at this point if all this match has is more and more suplexes and multiple F5s and nothing excited. We waited 5 hours for this?
Thus, more proof that Brock doesn't give a shit about WWE as he spits in the ring.
Suplex City, bitch!
First victim. Another.
Man, I know that we're going through yet another Brock Lesnar domination fest, but Roman Reigns could at least land properly from the German suplexes.
I believe that's 5.
Actually, it was 7.
Well, now he's really slowed the pace down.
Which is why the main event is boring as hell.
This is heading in that direction. With
a... Christian? Wake up!
What? What? Did something good happen?
No.
Then why did you wake me up?
After that.
From seeing the live feed, Brock Lesnar is addicted to Germans.
We knew this was going to be the most physical match of the night.
Aren't all matches physical? How is this one any different compared to the other matches we've seen tonight? Hell, we've already seen a squash match, too.
Reigns driving Lesnar on.
Did Michael Cole's headset suddenly become attached to a PA system surrounding the stadium or something?
Didn't think I'd remove a Sin for this match given the poor quality, but I am going to remove a Sin for the way Brock countered the spear with that high knee. Literally the last 8 minutes of this match is one F5 after the other, kick out after kick out, and boredom after boredom. 5 F5s kicked out of, so here's 5 Sins for making Brock's finisher look extremely weak, and 8 Sins for 8 wasted minutes of our time. Insert goat scream here, if anyone even remembers what that was anymore.
5th F5. Oh, Reigns again.
Whoa, who did that? Oh, 10 other guys activated their 100 Sin penalty for this. Huh, didn't think that could actually happen on the Sin counter.
Oh my god.
More proof that Brock is way too dangerous to be in the WWE, as he legit loses his temper and thinks that he's in the goddamn UFC again.
Seriously, how much freaking longer? Do wrestling finishers not exist or something?
I guess we'll never know where they're going with this. The nightmare of part-time and bullshit champions continues, and my Sin counter went bonkers so many times too. Just proves how bad this was. 7 minutes of highlights.
And 2 minutes of mourning Roman's loss.
Playing Roman's theme when he lost the match isn't going to help him feel better, just so you know.
See now, Christian, wasn't that exciting having us all in WrestleMania 34 with you?
Well, sure, I guess. I admit it was fun, despite the fact that you guys broke into my studio, but in the end, it was honestly worth it. We had a lot of fun. WrestleMania 34 has been sinned, and, well, I'm glad the fans were patient for this.
So, are we gonna do this again next year?
Oh, hell no. Sorry, but no.
Don't know why